Yo, WSPL, what is going on? This is the Commissioner here, Commissioner Chuck Colorado, bringing you Week 7 GBA action. Now, going into this week, I am facing Kyle, who is a coach of the Boston Brelooms. He brought Brelum, and he is undefeated. He is at 6-0 right now. His plus-minus differential is through the absolute roof. It's in the heavens, it's in the sky, and God is looking down upon his plus-minus differential. It's like 20, it's like plus 20 something. I think I'm at like plus 12. So Kyle has been obviously putting in work, the #1 front runner. And then you have me, who is sitting at 5-1 due to my loss of the San Jose Sharpedos last week, and I am sitting back in second place. So going into this week, I knew this battle was going to be a barn burner. I knew that I was in for a lot of studying. I knew that I was in for a lot of mind games. And, I mean, this wasn't going to be easy, but I had a pep talk with the team. I gathered everybody around after our loss. And I basically told them, guys, our eye is on the playoffs. We make the playoffs. All we got to do is win 2 games, and we can earn a badge. So it looked like the Earth badge might have been out of reach at this point, because I'm not sure if anyone can beat Kyle. He's been on such a hot streak. Not to say that there aren't worthy competitors in the WSPL, because there definitely are. But Kyle was on a hot streak. I went into this game and told my team, my guys, I said, look, there is no pressure on us. There's no pressure on us to perform. We're the underdogs in this situation. Kyle's team is undefeated. He has all that pressure on him. He hasn't gotten a loss yet. After our first loss, it was like a weight off our shoulders. Like, hey, we don't have to be perfect anymore. You know, we can play a little risky. We can fuck up here and there. Like, it's okay. Excuse my language. But that's kind of the mentality that I told my team to have. And I said, you know, just go in there and give it your all. And if we win, that's awesome. If we lose, we're still in a great position to make the playoffs. So, my guys seem pumped up about it. And this is who I brought for this match. I brought a defensive crocodile, Quagsire, who has not left the lineup since he's been picked up. Rotom Wash, and more of an offensive Rotom Wash. A Megazard X, Latias, who is packing an Ice Beam, which comes in handy, and a Togekiss. So I didn't bring my spinner, so I had to bring a Defogger. But I didn't want to defog because I don't want his rocks to disappear because of Dragonite's multi-scale. That's a problem. So I was completely frightened about the Dragonite going into this match. I didn't know what kind of item it would have. I wanted to knock that item off or at least break its multi-scale without a doubt. But it was scary business, scary business. So he's bringing the Dragonite, like I said, who I am absolutely frightened about. He's bringing Breloom, the mascot of the Boston Brelooms. He is bringing Honchkrow, who I have not seen as much in his battles, but I think I know its stats pretty. I guess you can't get too versatile with Honchkrow. Maybe you can, but Blastoise, who is a problem because I think can take hits and dish out damage. Ferrothorn, who I thought would be holding that Akaberry that weakens fire damage, and Diggersby, who I know probably runs some speed investment. So let's hop right into it here. I'm going to turn the volume up. So it's me versus Kyle. He is going to lead off with Diggersby, and if he would have brought the Clefable, I was fearing the Clefable. If he would have brought it, I would have led it with someone else, but I was like, let's go into Crocodile, get an Intimidate off on one of his physical attackers, hopefully. And I thought he might even lead with the Ferrothorn. I was okay with taking Power Whips and things like that, so I'm going to get up my Stealth Rocks here because I need to break that Dragonite's multi-scale. He's just going to go for a return. It hits everything on my team pretty hard. Crocodile takes that fairly well. I mean, I do get some lefties recovered. Like, I'm okay with that. I thought he would switch here. He doesn't. And he goes for an Earthquake, and that's going to do a whole lot. I thought that he maybe wanted to go into Blastoise. So I'm going to Dragon Tail him out right here. And he's going to bring in Breloom. So this sucks. I don't have anyone who wants to go to sleep on my team. I could just stay in with Crocodile and maybe just have him sleep, but I wanted to save the Intimidate. So I'm going to go on to my Latias, who is carrying the Lumberry, baby. I rarely use a Lumberry, and I just was like, why don't I more? I mean, people have used it on me in the GBA so far. It's like, why don't I use a Lumberry? I mean, in case Ferrothorn wanted to start throwing Thunder Waves around on my team, maybe Latias could, you know, take one. So he's going to switch out, realizing that I am not asleep anymore because of Lumberry. Here comes Ferrothorn. I am just going to go for the Ice Beam because it hits a lot of things on his team for super effective damage. He could be fearing the T-Bolt if he goes out into Blastoise. And I can maybe live one Dark Pulse at full health. So he's going to go on the Ferrothorn and get his rocks up, which is fine. I'm going to go straight on into Togekiss. I'm not really fearing a Gyro Ball. And I'm going to go for the Fire Blast, ladies and gentlemen. I put Fire Blast on this Togekiss. It's uninvested. Uninvested Fire Blast. He's not carrying the berry. I was shocked he didn't have the berry. I thought he would have it, but I just wanted to get rid of it, basically. I hit him with a Fire Blast. I can get rid of that berry, and then maybe I can kill with something like Charizard later, late game, whatever. He's not carrying the berry. That is amazing. I said all or nothing. You know, what have we got to lose? Let's strap a fucking Fire Blast right on that Togekiss. So that works out. I'm going to go into Crocodile right now just to get an Intimidate off. He's probably just going to 2-hit KO me. But this severely cripples, well, not severely cripples, I mean it has huge power, but this will work in my favor. Because after he kills me with this Quick Attack, there go my rocks, but hey, they're up, so that's fine. Crocodile goes down, and we're tied at 5-5 right here. I'm going to bring in Rotom Wash, who can hit a lot of his team for some damage, and he's at -1, so that's going to force him out right here. I looked around and I realized he has a bunch of physical attackers except for Blastoise, and Blastoise is going to be fearing the Thunderbolt. I'm going to go for a Will-O-Wisp. And no, I'm not. I'm not going to go for a Will-O-Wisp. You're wrong. Why? I'm going to stay in here. I do resist this Brave Bird. I'm not physically defensive invested, but look at that. That's fine. That is fine. I can get off another Will-O-Wisp right here. After you take, and no, I can't. I cannot get off another Will-O-Wisp. So here's where I should have probably switched out and saved Rotom Wash for Blastoise. So I really don't have anything for that Blastoise. But I was hoping I could maybe live another one, and it's a critical hit. So terrible, terrible, terrible. I feel bad for Rotom Wash. I mean, I think his plus-minus spread is probably at even now, or he might be at +1. But I feel bad because I keep putting him in shitty situations. But the Will-O-Wisp packs really killed me there. Honchkrow is hurt, but it would have been severely crippled, and I would not have been scared of it. So a little bad luck on my end right there, missing 2 Willows. I think I missed that move more than any move in the game. But what are you going to do? So I'm unaware to his Moxie. I'm going to go out into Quagsire, figuring here, Blastoise finally comes in. I was waiting for him. I'm going to reveal I have Ice Beam. I probably should have just went for the Scald, maybe fishing for a burn. But I don't know, I decided to go for Ice Beam. It does, like I said, it does hit a lot of things on his team. If he wanted to go out into the Breloom, it would have been hurt. If he wanted to go out in the Ferrothorn, it would have been neutral damage. So he's going to Dark Pulse me. I mean, I can live 1. I am a Quagsire. I'm going to get a little bit of damage off on this Earthquake. I need to wear this thing down. I don't have Rotom Wash anymore. I need to wear this thing down somehow. And he's going to go for another one. I thought I could maybe live and go for a Recover, and he crits me there. I don't know if that mattered. I mean, Blastoise is hella special offense, and, you know, Quagsire can't take special hits too well. I could have maybe lived that. I'm going to go for a Toxic here. I'm not carrying the Thunder Wave this week, ladies and gentlemen. I am going to Toxic this Blastoise, and that is going to be absolutely huge. He's just going to go for the Water Pulse. I am specially defensive, so I'm going to take that real nicely. I mean, that's a stab Water Pulse coming from Mega Blastoise. I took that, I think, pretty well. And this poison damage is going to begin to rack. Now, I think I'm going to go for an Air Slash here, hoping for hacks. I want to say I do that. And it's going to hit something that comes in. I mean, the Dragonite's Multi-Seal is going to be broken. I'm going to get extra damage off on that. He just decides to go into Honchkrow, maybe predicting a Roost, and then he can hit me really hard with something, but I'm just going to go for an Air Slash. I figured I was due for hacks because of 2 crits and 2 Willow misses. Not sure if the crits mattered, like I said, but I was like, maybe I could just flinch this Blastoise and get a lot of toxic damage off on it. Because, like I said, I don't have Rotom Wash anymore, and I need to wear that Blastoise down. The Toxic really helped, though. I'm really glad I put that on. I don't want anything to take a return, so I'm just going to Air Slash here, hoping for hacks. I don't get it. I know you never want to hope for hacks, but I was like, I have to have some karma built up. Come on, get a flinch. But yeah, I didn't want to bring Latias on a return. That would have just been deadly. I'm running out of guys, if you haven't noticed. I am down right now. He's gonna quick attack me, and he gets another crit. I'm like, come on! That is just rubbing it in my face. Rubbing it in my gosh darn face. So Kyle, Latias, I'm pretty sure outspeeds everything on his team now. He is going to attempt to wear me down with priority here. He's going to go into Breloom and Mach Punch me. That quick attack Diggersby really came into play here. As you'll see, I don't know. I'm going to take out the Breloom here. I mean, I'd have to run Calx. I'm not going to run Calx on this match. It already happened, but here comes and the Dragonite, who's going to lose his multi-scale, and I know this thing's carrying extreme speed because that's what Kyle does. So he's going to take me out, and he's just going to out-prioritize me with absolutely everything. I'm not sure if that quick attack crit mattered, but that came into play a little bit, I guess. I don't know if I would have lived an extreme speed from a Dragonite, but he's got leftovers, so I see his item. So I'm like, yes, no weakness policy. Thank the Lord Almighty. Charizard is my last guy. He's going to come in on rocks. He's going to Mega up. I haven't used Charizard that much this year, but ladies and gentlemen, Charizard X has not died yet. I have not recorded a death with Mega Charizard X. He has been coming in late every single time and just cleaning up. He is the janitor of this team. I'm going to hit up Dragonite with that big Dragon Claw. It's going to kill because it's a Mega Charizard X, and Multiscale is broken. Shout out to Crocodile for getting out those rocks up. And this is one-on-one, ladies and gentlemen. It comes down to Mega Charizard X versus a water type like Julius's game. And I am going to Dragon Claw for the win and kill that Mega Blastoise. And the Wash-ington Ro-tomskins are still on the quest for the Earth Badge. I'm going to need to finish out the rest of the season. And Kyle's probably going to need to lose, so I don't think I'll catch him in differential. But I have three tough games coming up with Julius and Mark Tan. And those are going to be barn burners. I already know it. So help me out here, WSBL. I never want to wish bad upon any of my friends, but I'm going for that Earth Badge. Kyle can still get it, and even Julius can still get it in these last 3 weeks. So we're going to see who the winner of the regular season is, but I am definitely scoping for it at this point now that I am even with him on win-loss. So I'm excited for the next upcoming weeks, and we'll see what's going on. So Kyle and I are planning on doing a GBA breakdown so far video. Just talk about a little analysis of how the teams have been going on, MVP race, what to look forward to in the future, a playoff picture, and things like that. So look out for that video. But an awesome match versus Kyle. Like I said, I mean, I have much respect for him as an immense amount of respect for him as a battler, and I knew it wasn't going to be easy. And it wasn't. It came down to a 1-0 victory. So awesome game, and that is it for me this week. The Wash-ington Ro-tomskins are 6-1. And we're looking forward to the next match against Mark Tan. So I will see you in week 8. Later.